Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to Solve Your Own Problems. In this video, we are going to talk about the healthy way to use positive affirmations. So if you've ever been to therapy or read a self-help book, you probably got a list of healthy positive affirmations or just things that you can tell yourself to help improve your self-esteem. You might have gotten into the habit of putting them on Post-it notes and putting them on your mirror, and that's great. Positive affirmations are a really great way to build your self-worth, your self-esteem, and your confidence in yourself. But there is one problem with using positive affirmations that can actually be more detrimental to you than helpful, and that is if you don't actually believe what you're telling yourself. So if you are using a positive affirmation that is really hard for you to believe about yourself, you can actually start to feel worse. You can start to feel like you're not measuring up to what you feel like you should be. And we want to make sure that we're not putting ourselves at a state of mind every day to think, well, I should be this and I'm not, or today I wasn't this and I feel like I'm failing. So in order to make positive affirmations really healthy, you want to make sure that it's something that you truly believe. Sometimes this is hard to find positive affirmations that we truly believe. If you struggle with accepting compliments or giving yourself compliments, then positive affirmations are not always going to be easy for you. It can sometimes be easy to pick one out of a book or off a list, but again, if you don't believe it, it's going to cause more harm than good. So, how do we figure out what positive affirmations we believe? This can be difficult when you sit down and actually think about it. So it's okay to use neutral statements at first. So if you struggle feeling like, I can't do anything right, if you start with that statement of, I can't do anything right, and that is decreasing my self-worth and my self-esteem, but it's really hard for you to move to a really positive affirmation with that, you can start with a neutral statement. So instead of, I can't do anything right, the neutral statement is, I can do things. And that seems silly, but just the idea of getting used to saying something like, I can do things, helps you move into that positive affirmation. So then you might want to, when you feel ready, say, I can do things well. And this is a general statement because there are definitely things that we all do well. And then once you get comfortable with that statement, you can move into specifics. You can say something like, I do my job well, or I am a good mother, I'm a good friend. And then these are things that you can truly believe about yourself because you've worked through that progression. If you're still struggling to think about something that is a positive affirmation to you, it can be extremely helpful to ask a loved one, a friend, someone in your support system, this question. What do you appreciate about me? Not what do you like about me or what's your favorite feature of me. We don't want it to be something shallow. We want it to be really something that shows depth about our identity, about our character, because that is more powerful. So if you ask a friend, I'll give you an example of one I've done. I've asked a friend, what do you appreciate about me? And she said, well, you're a good friend. And I paused for a second and I was like, I don't know about that. I don't always feel like a good friend. I'm really busy. I'm horrible at texting back. But I almost just accepted that and said, okay, well, that was just a general answer. And I wouldn't have benefited any from that conversation. So when I felt that hesitation to believe that I'm a good friend, I asked her if she could explain why. And I said, you know what? I don't always feel like I am a good friend. Can you explain why you believe that about me? And she said, even though you're really busy and you don't always have time to hang out, I know that if I told you I need you, you would drop everything and be there for me. And I thought about it and I realized that she was right. And so by asking her to explain why she thought that, I was able to then truly believe that positive affirmation about myself. So if you ask someone this question and their answer doesn't feel right to you, or you have a hard time believing it, again, that can be more detrimental. So asking them to give you a little explanation or background on why they believe that can really help improve your ability to believe it. So now that we've gone over the progression of moving into healthy positive affirmations, you can start this process, and it can even be a really amazing thing to write it on Post-it notes and put that one that's a negative self-talk first, and then move to the neutral statement. Get used to saying that neutral statement, and when you feel comfortable with that, take that Post-it note off your mirror, wherever you have it, and stick it on top of that negative self-talk statement. And then as you progress bigger and bigger with that specific thought, you add onto that Post-it note. And it essentially becomes a flip book that can show you your progress in that specific area. And it can be a really big inspiration for you to then move forward with these positive affirmations into other areas of your life. Thank you guys so much for joining me and learning about these positive affirmations. If you have any questions or want to understand this a little bit better, please feel free to comment, and I can get in contact with you and we can figure out what this means to you specifically. I really am so excited about all of the support for these videos. It really motivates me to do more of them. So if you would like to subscribe to the video, there's a little picture of me that'll pop up over here, and you can click that and subscribe. That way you get updates when I add new videos. And of course, always, if you have a video or a topic that you're interested in that you would like for me to create, I am always open to new ideas, and I would love to talk with you about it. Thank you guys so much, and good luck solving your own problems.